Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com. I finally have enough day T watches, those field watches with the day and date complication on the bottom. I finally have enough of those to kind of do like a group video to show all 5 of them at once. Because now at this point I actually invited a 42 millimeter version to the party because people asked me for a larger field watch. I had 50 or so cases of my 42 millimeter Flieger laying around. So I figured let's make these into this day T format as well, and we can put them up on camera and you can compare and contrast and see how they look. So it'll be a fun video. A lot of people have been asking me, since so many of them have come out now, like 5 of them, can we see them all together? So this is your opportunity. My own wrist, so I own wrist check. I am wearing my Squale, this is the Montauk. This is with the blue sand dial. I put it on the optional bracelet. Looks really neat. Love just the whole aesthetic of it. The color blue, the sand texture, just works really well. And on my other wrist is my Range Master. I did have one set aside for myself, clearly. I only just started wearing it in the last week or two. Super cozy, super comfortable. TGB and I have already started talking about what the next one is going to look like, so that's kind of fun. Anyway, let's see all 5. There'll probably be more eventually, right? 5 day T models I have for you today. Okay, so excuse me while I get suited up here. I forgot to mention in the opening, my Instagram counter's throwing up a flag at the 1,000th place. I should have been 57,425. I think I got to reconnect it to the internet or something. I've actually never seen that error before, but I'll figure it out. I know someone's going to say something about it. 5 day T models. Now, if you remember, I started naming everybody, right? I started naming all the models. I called the field watch the Mitchell. So these 4, and just to kind of just clear the air a bit, these 4 are actually Mitchell day Ts. This is just a day T, but not a Mitchell, because it's larger. I just don't want people to think that this will take the bracelet for the Mitchell. It won't. So it's not technically a Mitchell. It's more of a Flieger with the day T feature to it. So day T is a term that I actually trademarked to refer to the little T configuration at the 6 o'clock position. I'm just putting in the crown and screwing them down. That little day and date configuration at the bottom, because it's in a T format. I would love to get a watch that's got full day at the top. It just doesn't work. There's no real movements that are affordable. I added 28, 34, I think does it. 36 is at the side, 34 is on top. Rolex obviously makes their own movement, but this is what I did as close as I could get, and I really like it. I've got 5 to show you. 4 that are 39 millimeter, 1 that's 42, and then I brought the bracelet along to the party just to kind of show it to you. So just to show you the day T feature, when you unscrew the crown and go to, in case we're in the danger zone. Well, we weren't. So you pull the crown out, 1 click, one direction will change the date at the bottom and then the day. Now you notice, because the format takes more writing, we need more real estate for the 3 letters. It's only 1 language, so it's only English. So between the hours of 12 and 3 a.m., you may see the window portray that, and then it'll flip over. Okay, let's go. So the day Ts are all, except for the 42 millimeter one, right? So the Mitchells, I guess I should say, are all 39 millimeter in diameter, 12 thick to a flat sapphire crystal, 48.5 on the lug tip to lug tip. Exhibition screw down case back. Sapphire front and back, I should say. So this is sapphire as well as this. Didn't cheap out there. 20 millimeter lug. Comes on a canvas strap, leather backed. So please note that. You don't want to take this into the water much if you're going to do water. Definitely want to swap it out for a nylon. I know a lot of people just change the straps on these once they get them. I know it's not the best strap in the world, but I like the look of it, and I do believe these are all strap monsters anyway. Quick release bars, so when you want to take it off, it is a snap. Peel that back, and we'll get to that when I show you the bracelet. Weight is 70 grams on the included strap. Water resistance is 100 meters. Screw down crown. NH36 movement, hand winds, hacks, day date clearly at the 6 o'clock position. Stainless steel, mostly, is it all brushed? Yeah, brushed finish, logoed crown. This is a Oh, so this is the latest one to enter the fold. This is, well, the second to latest, I guess. The bigger one's the latest. This is ISL 194. This is my blue dial ISL 42 Mitchell, but with the day T complication. I really like the way this looks. Comes on this gray canvas leather strap. 199. I'm going to throw the bracelet on this one when I'm done because it looks really nice on the bracelet. Beautiful loom. I'll do a loom shot when we get closer to the end. And just perfectly sized, 39 millimeters. That lug to lug is a little high for a 39 millimeter watch, but it just works. I like the way the whole case just fits on the wrist. Super Luminova. See-through case back. So ISL 194. So let's just go to the other one that is the same size. This is the 188. It's a kind of a polished champagne dial, not running. Champagne dial. This guy really comes to life on the bracelet as well. I put him on a kind of a tan colored or beige colored that canvas strap. I should say the buckle is matched. You will see that some of these have a tag on them. This is when we did the wind-up watch fair in New York City. This is one of the watches we brought with us for show. So it had tags so people could understand what it is. I should say, I'll just use that as a segue, we are going to be doing the wind-up show in 3 times this year. We're going to be in San Fran in April. We're going to be in Chicago in July, and then back to New York in October. I've already signed a contract for all 3 dates. Golden dial, looks really nice. Silver hands, champagne dial, whatever you want to call it. Kind of cool looking, right? Dial really comes to life in the light. The one that started it all is the ISL 129. You'll notice a little bit of a difference here. This guy's 199 as well. Notice a little difference here in that when I started making these, I wanted the area just below the hands to be sterile. So the automatic and 100 was moved all the way to the bottom. This is the way the ISL 129 has always been. When you look at the blue, you will notice a slight departure. As I kind of search my design language and figure out the way I want it, we move the text up. I don't know, which way do you think it's nicer? To me, 6 for one, half a dozen the other, or whatever. I feel this does look a little bit empty here, but then maybe this is a little bit busy. I don't know. But this is the ISL 129, straight white dial, stark white, not silver. This is whiter than white. This is paper white. Black hands to contrast, not silver hands. I use black numbers, and on the dial, you'll notice on all of them that my 12 o'clock marker is a rectangle and the others are triangles, and that's to delineate when you're holding it at night to see which one is north. So that's 199 also. Then, third one or fourth one? Up to the fourth one already. We're going fast. Be a quick video. This is the ISL 188, 187. The 188 was the golden dial. This is the 187. This guy is 229. Whoops. This guy is 229, wind it. And that's because it is done in DLC. This is not regular IP, this is DLC, so it is super, super strong, very scratch resistant black coating. It's done on a black canvas strap, and it is done with a black buckle, black DLC buckle. So it's gonna look like this for a long time, look really sharp. I like the way that the white date window pops against the black dial, and then white hands pop against the black. I'm all about, making things show up. It's a watch. You got to read it. It should be easy to read. This still retains the 39 millimeter case of the other Day-Ts and the other Mitchell. There's one thing I did want to bring up when I talked about the pop of the white. When I originally designed this watch, I actually had the day and date windows color matched to the dial. And when I saw it come out, I was like, wow, I don't like it. I'd rather see the pop of white. That T format makes the day and date so much easier to pick up and read. So this is the ISL 187, 229. Okay, now the last one that I want to bring out is the new, this is a 198. So this is a 42 millimeter case. It's not running. The design is the same as the 129 that you saw. I'll pull it up next to it in a second. But it's a 42 millimeter case. It's still 12 thick because the same movement, kind of same geometry. This case is actually only 48 on the lug tip to lug tip. So believe it or not, it is just a hair shorter than the than the one that's 39 millimeters. We're really splitting hairs though. We're talking just half of a millimeter. Sapphire front and back as usual. 22 millimeter strap in this case. I do not make a bracelet for this. This is my Flieger case. So as such, it actually gets the Flieger case back. Kind of a mishmash of stuff. This was really kind of a concept thing to see if people actually have a need or a want for the 42 millimeter watch. I'm not sure. So Tuesday the 2nd, you can see that looks really nice, but still with the white on black. On all the field watches, I retain just the logo and no Islander text. This is actually the one watch where so many people have resonated and said, on your field watch, the logo without text actually works best. So I appreciate people reaching out. No, kind of looks nice. So let's hold it up next to its 39 millimeter cousin. So if this was too small for you, perhaps this one is better. I don't know, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Very white, stark dial. You see I kept the writing away from the under the hands. What I'd like to do final is, so we sell, this is BRAC 39. It fits all the Mitchell field watches. So this 42 millimeter, I'm just trying not to muddy the water, is not a Mitchell. 42, nope, it's a pilot watch, forget it. But it'll fit all the Mitchells and it'll fit all the Day T's. So I want to actually put it on this guy because I think it's going to look really, really sharp. And I don't know, let's see. We'll see. Let's see where it goes as far as for installation, especially with the gloves on. But breeze to remove the strap. I'm going to deglove myself. I actually kept a little piece of the plastic on it so that the spring bar didn't fly out. Easy way to remember. I don't know why I remember it this way, but if you look at the clasp, the fold over always goes on the 6 o'clock side. So 6 o'clock side right here. So I'm going to attempt to install it on camera. If it gets sloppy, you'll know why. There's a little bit of editing that's going to go on when all of a sudden it's going to be magically installed. So I struggled for about 30 to 45 seconds, maybe a minute. So here it is on the bracelet. It looks really nice. The strap was, you saw it on the strap, so the strap was cool, but all of these on the bracelet really, really look nice. The bracelet's great. It is a hollow end link bracelet. I had to do that for design reasons, but it does have the same 3-position micro adjust, flip lock, blah, blah, blah. Super duper nice. Just totally livens it up and changes the look. Let's throw one on the wrist and see what happens. So here's a 39 millimeter on my 6 3/4 inch wrist. See, there I am on the strap. Probably go down to about, I keep saying I'm probably about more like a 6.5. So let's probably go down to like a 6-inch wrist or so. But it does fit me. It does fit me very well. Very comfortable. Lugs curve down pretty smartly. And then let's see the 42 for comparison. Now here's the 42, clearly a little bit larger, but because the lug to lug is pretty much the same, it gives the same sort of fit, which is kind of crazy. And then also on the strap, I'm on the same hole for it because the lug to lug is pretty much identical. Between the 42 and the 39 for me, I'd probably go with the 39. With Fliegers, I'm more of a 39 kind of guy. Divers, I'm more of a 42, but looks great. Let's see the lights go out. Okay, so we're just going to do it like this. So the DLC version, golden dial, white dial, blue dial, and then the 42 millimeter white dial. There you go, super duper easy to read. They all use C3 Superluminova. You will notice on the 2 non-white dial pieces, the first one and the fourth one, I am able to loom the Arabics on the white dials. I simply cannot, or on the golden dial as well, because the numbers are done in black, and black loom simply does not look too sexy. But man, these are really loom monsters. They do an awesome job of keeping their visibility easily through the entire night. And I think that's going to wrap it up for us. This has been Mark from LongIslandWatch.com, showing you 5 of the Islander Day T watches. 4 of them were Mitchells. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Questions, comments, concerns, queries, anything else you want to add, put it down below, and I'll be sure to address it as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.